We're honoring 200 years of Jacksonville's history, the good, the not so great, and everything in between.
And today, News for Jax reporter Jim Pickett lets us hear from one of the first black students to ever attend a local high school after it was desegregated.
We're learning a lot of history with the bicentennial, both good and bad. Well, I'm standing out front of Ribault High School, and I'll tell you, if these walls could talk, well, they are talking. And we talked to one of the first students to integrate this school back in the 60s.
Today, many are surprised to learn that Ribault High School in Northwest Jacksonville was a white-only school in the 60s.
What do you mean by the boycotts? What was that?
Patricia Pearson, whose father was iconic civil rights leader Rutledge Pearson, helped change that. Rutledge Pearson was a teacher at a black junior high in Jacksonville. He groomed Patricia and 10 others to become the first black students to attend Ribault High School.
He taught you how to learn.
Yes, he did. And as one friend of mine pointed out, he taught us critical thinking.
They had to take a foreign language, which was not offered at black schools in order to get in. This is a picture years later of those trailblazing students taken in 2009 by the Florida Times-Union as they returned to the school to discuss the history to current students. And that's how they began desegregation in our high schools. Nearby, Raines High School is not open yet as the all-black high school. The first days at Ribault and the year was a challenge for Patricia and others.
What was it like?
It was hard.
Well, that first day you walked in.
The first day we walked in, of course, we all came together. And from what I can remember, we all were driven, I think, in a couple of cars.
Those events highlight Jacksonville's desegregation problems over the years.
I knew that it was not going to be easy that first day because when we sat down, people got up.
Here's a timeline of events that go back 157 years. In 1864, that's when the first free school opened in Jacksonville with some black and white students. Then jump to 1960 when the first lawsuit was filed about segregated Duval schools. In 1967, a plan was there to try and fix the problem, but it failed in court. In 1971, crosstown busing began. Primarily, it was black students being bused to white schools. There were more changes and lawsuits down the line. In 1985, school officials were working to lift the desegregation ban. And then, in 1990, the NAACP and the board were able to reach an agreement, and magnet schools were the answer. At that time, Judy Popel was working with the school board and was key in trying to come up with a solution.
What happened during that time, and I think there are vestiges today of what we see,
Sure.
is the white flight from the school district.
But Popel says magnet schools were then offered. It's something that was not forced like busing. It gave people a choice she says that still works. She no longer works with the school system, but I asked her about schools today.
Majority of the population in the schools as a whole, school system, is minority children. But part of that is a change in society.
And now with charter schools as a choice, that's having an impact as well. And as one of the first black students at Ribault, Patricia Pearson is not sure what to think of the school today.
Neighborhoods have changed, and to see what has happened is really not surprising because when we went there, one side of Ribault, black families were living. The other side was subdivisions where nothing but whites lived.
Jacksonville's desegregation history continues to evolve. Now, we have learned a lot from things that had happened in the 60s. In fact, some things that happened weren't even reported by local media because they were violent at the times. But those involved say we are learning from that and we continue to learn. Jim Pickett, Channel 4, the local station.